Hello and welcome to my April property report. Today I'm in our brand new Jakarta office in Indonesia on a very hot and sadly rainy day with our regional director Widya Lestaluhu. Welcome Widya.
Thank you Mark and hi everyone.
But we're going to come back to Widya in a bit. Anita Mehra and I are at the end of one of our latest regular overseas trips, meeting clients throughout Southeast Asia. We've been to Taipei and Taiwan, and then on to Hong Kong, which was our very first international branch that we opened back in 1995. And I'm pleased to advise just how busy we've been. We've had over 100 one-to-one meetings and held an event every single evening. We've been updating old and new clients on the latest London property market trends and highlighting current investment opportunities. It's been really good to be able to share further good news about the UK housing market. We're seeing noticeably more activity now as we move into the busy spring months. Demand for properties is growing, inquiry levels are picking up, and transaction levels are increasing. This increase in activity is partly due to further welcome UK economic data. Inflation fell again in March down to 3.2%, which is a little way off the government's 2% target, but the Bank of England base rate has now been unchanged for 6 months and expectations are that rates will drop by the end of the year, and we're now seeing lending rates coming down quite a bit. So the start to 2024 has seen greater market stability than for some time, and we expect this to continue throughout the rest of the year. With 35 global branches today, of which 21 are across London, we have local teams across the capital and internationally, and our sales teams report much greater confidence amongst buyers. Many potential domestic buyers paused their search last year to see where interest rates and property prices would head. But now, with renewed optimism, many are planning their next property purchase, and they aim to do this before interest rate cuts lead to increased competition in the housing market. Buyers are further encouraged by the UK's strong employment market and improving wage growth. Of course, for overseas buyers, the continuing weakness of sterling against the US dollar remains a real driving force. That's really fueling demand for London properties as buyers take advantage of the discounts that this creates in local currency terms. So the outlook is really favourable. And today, as I said, I'm joined by Widya, Regional Director of our Hong Kong, Bangkok and Jakarta offices, to update you on some of the property showcases that we've been holding in our Southeast Asia offices and our Middle East offices.
Thank you Mark, and we have been very busy. I'm pleased to report that all our Southeast Asia offices have seen demand for London properties strengthened during Q1 of 2024, as well as investment due to the amazing total returns that London property generates. Many clients are looking for a bulk hold in London, either for their own use or for children studying and working in London. Of course, we see Hong Kong nationals moving to the UK to live permanently under the UK government's British National Overseas Visa Scheme. Areas such as Colindale in northwest London are really popular with these buyers. Happy to have found a ready-made Hong Kong community as well, of course, as high-quality homes. To keep international clients updated with the latest London property news, we have a number of property showcases lined up for investors throughout Southeast Asia and the Middle East. We just launched Bow Green in East London, plus the Powerhouse at Chelsea Waterfront in Chelsea, and we were delighted at the positive responses from buyers. In Singapore, we are also showcasing Bow Green and a new exciting project in Japan. Our India office represents Barrett London in India and just launched Wembley Park Gardens in Mumbai and Delhi. In Malaysia, we are showcasing several Zone 1 developments, all with great transport links and offering rental yields of up to 6%.
Wow.
And our Middle East team, they just returned from Saudi Arabia and Kenya, And we'll return shortly be visiting Lebanon with Barclay Group, introducing some of these top developers' latest London developments. So that's just a snapshot of what we have been going on at the moment in Southeast Asia and the Middle East. And now I'll hand you back to Mark to update us on the strong rental market.
Well, thanks very much, Widya. Indeed, the rental market in London and the UK has been incredibly strong. And that goes down to why all these showcases have been happening globally to help clients buy the right product. Well, I'm going to finish by updating you actually on the London rental market because that's the most important that we look at. And I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that demand remains really high, outstripping supply, and we are regularly seeing 20 inquiries within the first 24 hours of launching a property. Inquiry levels are settling down though as the pressures created after the COVID lockdowns continue to lessen. The numbers of relocating professionals and international students are still high, but down closer to pre-COVID levels. Supply is improving too, as right now we have over 30 new developments continuing to complete. With supply and demand more in balance, rents in London are increasing at a rate of 5.1% compared to 15.3% a year ago, according to Zoopla's latest figures. But demand is good and voids are average at 5 days. So if you're completing on a property soon or about to renew your tenancy, please do get in touch with us and let us impress you with just how much rent we can achieve for you. So thanks for watching us both from here in Jakarta, and I'll see you again in a month for my next property update.
Thank you.
Bye.